Most people glance at calories, maybe sugar, maybe protein, and move on. But the real story of modern food is often buried in the ingredient list. Long chemical names, vague terms, and unfamiliar additives hide in plain sight. Many of these ingredients are considered safe by regulatory standards, yet some may influence digestion, metabolism, inflammation, appetite, or long-term health in subtle ways. This is not about fear. It's about awareness. Here are some of the most common hidden ingredients in packaged foods and why they matter. Added sugars disguised under dozens of names. Most people know to look for sugar, but manufacturers use many different names to spread sweeteners throughout an ingredient list. These include high-fructose corn syrup, cane juice, maltose, dextrose, rice syrup, agave nectar, barley malt. After 1950, sugar became cheaper and more widely used in processed foods. Today, added sugars appear not just in desserts, but in salad dressings, sauces, yogurt, bread, and even savory snacks. Why it matters. Excess added sugar can contribute to blood sugar spikes, increased hunger, fat storage, insulin resistance, higher risk of type 2 diabetes. Organizations like the American Heart Association recommend limiting added sugar intake, yet many people exceed these guidelines without realizing it, simply because sugar is hidden under multiple names. Refined vegetable oils. Industrial seed oils such as soybean oil, corn oil, canola oil, sunflower oil, and cottonseed oil are now common in packaged foods. These oils are inexpensive and shelf-stable, making them ideal for large-scale production. They are found in chips, crackers, salad dressings, baked goods, fast food. Why it matters. These oils are high in omega-6 fatty acids. While omega-6 fats are not inherently harmful, excessive intake, especially when paired with low omega-3 intake, may promote inflammation in some individuals. The issue isn't that these oils are toxic. It's that they are everywhere, dramatically increasing total intake compared to pre-1950 diets. Artificial sweeteners. Products labeled sugar-free often contain artificial or non-nutritive sweeteners such as aspartame, sucralose, saccharin, acesulfame potassium. These sweeteners provide sweetness without calories, making them popular in diet beverages and low-calorie snacks. Why it matters. Research is mixed. Some studies suggest artificial sweeteners may alter gut bacteria or affect appetite regulation. Others find them useful for reducing calorie intake when replacing sugar. The concern is not necessarily toxicity, but how they may influence cravings and sweetness tolerance. Regular exposure to intense sweetness, even without calories, may maintain a preference for highly sweet foods. Emulsifiers. Emulsifiers are additives that help mix ingredients that normally separate, such as oil and water. Common emulsifiers include polysorbate 80, carboxymethylcellulose, lecithin. They are widely used in ice cream, salad dressings, baked goods, and processed sauces. Why it matters. Emerging research suggests certain emulsifiers may affect gut bacteria and intestinal lining integrity in animal studies. Human data is still evolving, but scientists are exploring potential links to inflammation and metabolic changes. These additives are approved for use, yet their long-term effects in high quantities are still being studied. Artificial colors. Synthetic dyes are used to enhance visual appeal, especially in candies, cereals, beverages, and snack foods. Common examples include red 40, yellow 5, blue 1. Why it matters. Some research has examined potential behavioral effects in sensitive children. While regulatory agencies have deemed approved dyes safe at current exposure levels, concerns remain about cumulative intake and sensitivity in certain populations. Bright colors increase product appeal, especially to children, making them a powerful marketing tool. Preservatives. Preservatives extend shelf life and prevent bacterial growth. Common ones include sodium benzoate, potassium sorbate, nitrates and nitrites. Nitrates and nitrites are commonly found in processed meats like bacon, deli meat, and hot dogs. Why it matters. Processed meats preserved with nitrates and nitrites have been associated with increased risk of certain cancers when consumed frequently. Organizations like the World Health Organization have classified processed meats as carcinogenic when consumed regularly in high amounts. Occasional consumption is unlikely to cause harm, but frequent intake may carry risk. Flavor enhancers MSG and beyond. Monosodium glutamate MSG enhances savory flavor. It has been controversial for decades. MSG naturally occurs in foods like tomatoes and cheese, but it is also added to processed foods to intensify taste. Why it matters. Most research shows MSG is safe for the majority of people. However, flavor enhancers increase palatability, which may encourage overeating. When food tastes extremely rewarding, it becomes easier to consume beyond hunger cues. Natural flavors. The term natural flavors appears on countless ingredient lists. It sounds reassuring, but it is broad and vague. Natural flavors can include extracts, oils, or compounds derived from natural sources, yet they may undergo significant processing before use. Why it matters. The concern isn't necessarily safety, but transparency. The term does not specify exactly what compounds are included, making it difficult for consumers to know what they are consuming. Highly refined grains. White flour and refined starches dominate modern packaged foods. During refinement, the bran and germ are removed, stripping fiber and nutrients. Why it matters. Refined grains digest quickly, leading to faster blood sugar spikes compared to whole grains. Frequent blood sugar swings can increase hunger and contribute to long-term metabolic strain. Fiber is critical for gut health, satiety, and stable energy. Removing it changes how the body processes food. Thickeners and gums. Additives like xanthan gum, guar gum, and carrageenan improve texture in processed foods. Carrageenan, in particular, has drawn attention for potential inflammatory effects in certain laboratory studies. Why it matters. For most people, small amounts are likely tolerated. However, individuals with digestive sensitivities may experience bloating or discomfort. Again, the issue is cumulative exposure. These ingredients appear in many products simultaneously. The bigger issue. Ultra-processing. Individually, many of these ingredients are considered safe within regulatory limits. The concern arises when they are combined in highly processed foods that are consumed frequently. Ultra-processed foods often contain added sugars, refined oils, artificial flavors, preservatives, emulsifiers, colorings. Together, they create products that are calorie-dense, hyper-palatable, and easy to overconsume. The result is not just exposure to additives, but a dietary pattern that may displace whole foods rich in fiber, micronutrients, and natural structure. Why this matters today. Since the mid-20th century, food production has prioritized shelf life, cost efficiency, and flavor intensity. These priorities change the average diet dramatically. Hidden ingredients may influence gut health, affect hunger and satiety signals, increase overall calorie intake, contribute to chronic inflammation, alter blood sugar regulation. This does not mean every packaged food is harmful. It means the default food environment requires intentional navigation. Practical steps. You do not need perfection. Small awareness-based changes make a difference. Read ingredient lists, not just nutrition labels. Choose products with shorter ingredient lists when possible. Prioritize whole foods most of the time. Cook more meals at home. Limit processed meats and sugary beverages. Pay attention to how foods make you feel after eating. Food literacy reduces confusion and empowers smarter decisions. Final perspective. The hidden ingredients in modern food are not necessarily poisons. Most are regulated and approved. The deeper issue is cumulative exposure and dietary pattern. When your diet is built primarily around whole foods, vegetables, fruits, legumes, whole grains, lean proteins, nuts, and minimally processed fats, hidden additives naturally decrease. Modern food offers convenience and variety. It also demands awareness. The goal is not fear. It is an informed choice. When you understand what's in your food, you are no longer guessing about its impact. You are deciding with clarity.